Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. Be sure to check me out over on Rumble. There you'll find all of my stuff from YouTube, plus my political and social commentary and weekly current events, which YouTube frowns on. Links to my Rumble channel, as well as my other YouTube channels, and links to let you order my books are in the description of this video. If you enjoy my content, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. I welcome your comments, even if you disagree with me. Now, on with the video. Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing an advanced Dungeons & Dragons story titling this The Rhino Thief. And no, he didn't steal rhinos. The other day in our 5th edition game, my son and I are playing on Sundays, one of our players polymorphed into a mammoth and kicked the living crap out of the bad guys. We were fighting and the guy turned into a mammoth, and it was just awesome what he did. Reminded me of a very similar story that happened back in the day. My friend Jesse was running a thief in my campaign. Jesse is an excellent player and a very smart guy. Along the way, he'd acquired a ring with 3 functions. The first one was invisibility for 6 rounds once a day. The second one was a silence 5-foot radius for 6 rounds once a day. And the third one was a polymorph self for 6 rounds once per day. And that was what the wizard that identified it told him, because that's what the wizard knew. So, the first 2 functions he used pretty regularly, and he just enjoyed the hell out of it because he loved them, because they allowed him to sneak attack with extreme amounts of effectiveness. He really, really loved that ring. Invisibility and silence as an attack. It only lasts for 6 rounds, but you can attack all you want while you're invisible. You know what I'm saying? It was improved invisibility. But, silent charging back attacks was his big deal, and he had other stuff that allowed him to. He was a high level thief, plus he had items that allowed him to do more multiple damage on backstabs and stuff, and this was just ridiculous. He could charge backstab for double damage. I mean, we called him the Ginsu Ninja bitch for a reason. Okay. So anyway. They came upon a really challenging foe. The guy was an 18th level anti-paladin of Orcus, and he was kicking the ever-loving shit out of the group. Normally, they would have put up a much better fight. It would have been much more even fight. But for whatever reason, the players were rolling real bad. They 3 of the 8 were down. 2 more were circling the drain, so to speak. I mean, they were in hurting status. This paladin was going to finish them off. So Jesse had the bright idea to move behind the guy and pull the charging back attack. But he figured that he really needed to dish on a heaping helping of hurt, so he polymorphed into a rhinoceros before charging silently and invisibly. And I gotta say, it worked like a charm. He critted and ran the anti-paladin down. He both gored and trampled him before sitting on him to immobilize him. This gave the rest of the group time to recover and hack the anti-paladin to death. Yeah, it worked wonderfully. The problem was, what Jesse did not know, unfortunately, was that the ring was in fact cursed. Once the polymorph was used, all 3 functions activated permanently. So Jesse's thief became a silent, invisible rhinoceros permanently. Then the ring became useless. The group had no idea what was going on. It took forever to figure it out. It took several months in game time, and more than once the group thought it was under attack. It came to blows several times. Being in an area of silence, Jesse couldn't say anything, so he was writing me a lot of notes, and it was very frustrating for him. He was a trooper. He played through it. He played his thief well, but ultimately the group found a wizard cleric high enough level to remove the curse, and all was well. But Jesse's time as the invisible silent rhino thief was one of the most interesting times in any of my games. And kudos to Jesse, because he played it well, and after it was all done, he continued to run that thief, and that thief was badass. Jesse's an excellent player, man. I hope you hear this. I hope you read this. Listen to this video. I'll get it right in a minute. I hope you hear this video, and I hope you reminisce on the good times, because, man, we had a lot of them. Hope this finds everybody well. You folks have a good one. God bless one and all. Clarissa Lowe, a historian from the future. Delmore Kane, a Civil War veteran turned outlaw. This oddball pairing faces a conspiracy of epic proportions spanning the centuries. If you like action and adventure westerns with a splash of science fiction and fantasy, check out my book series Drifters and their ongoing adventures.